Greetings and salutations everyone, welcome to Orcs Must Die. Basically, well, it's a tower defense game where you control a character. I made a recording of this earlier and guess what? It decided to have a brain fast, so we're doing episode 1. Guarantee on my channel way. But this game contains heavy gore. Well, not heavy gore, but we're going to be killing orcs, alright? It's going to be blood and guts and that. This game's absolutely fantastic. If I had to say, like, if you guys enjoy the series but want to see the entire game, watch Sips play it. It's how he first discovered the game, and it's a really fun series of his I love to watch. I don't know him, but if you see this, then hi. Now there is downloadable content for Orc Slayer. For other DLCs, I don't know. So in the Steam library, there's a franchise bundle, completable. I think the one I have just gives me maybe an extra weapon, but not about that. This game has multiple save files based in profiles. I could make a new profile, but I'm not going to. Instead, we're going to get started on this. So, in the earlier record I did, I want to show the Nightmare version of the first stage, but after that I decided I'm not playing the game on Nightmare. I struggled the first stage that much I didn't get all the skulls, which... in order to get all the skulls, enemies had to not complete the objective, which I'll explain a bit. But for now, let's get started.
I've spent 300 years fighting for the Order. I've killed thousands of orcs and defended dozens of rifts. And this is how it ends. One slip and a kobold's blood, and my skull cracks open on the gatehouse steps. So now the task of defending this fortress falls to my apprentice. That's it then. The world is doomed.
Quite a bone of confidence for Maximilian there. But in order to explain how things work, in the top right we have our map. Underneath it is 1 out of 3. That's many ways you guys survive before we clear the stage. Above the map is how many enemies have to make it into the rift, which is this big orb right here. If the amount of enemies needed gets in there, well, game over. Simple as. On the map, the symbol I'm looking at right now, that's a door where enemies will come from. They'll come in waves. Green dots are allies, which, you know, these soul arch dudes. Now, I have a ton of the traps in the game because I've already cleared the game twice. So, in order to sort of make it fair, what I'm going to do is use the traps that appear on the stage, which is basically in order. So right now, you start off with your crossbow, your trusty crossbow, a sword, spikes, and a sticky tar trap. That's all we're going to use for this first wave, because you start with 4 slots. Oh, that's a zoom in. Huh. I actually want to find out how to cycle the other weapons, but it looks like it's just numbers. So, let's start with traps. You've got your money in the bottom left. You obviously spend them on your traps.
Oh yeah.
So set them up however you feel like. This is what I'm going to start with for now. You can sell your traps in between rounds to get the full money back, but if it's on a later wave, I think their price will be reduced. Now we do have waves, which they unlock way later. I don't remember when, but when I'll search up when I get them and I'll open them up when that's needed. So I'm going to start the wave with G. So here comes some orcs. Again, 1 for the rift. In order to make money, you kill enemies, preferably with a combo of traps. So like, it's like use the tar to get them into the spikes, and that'll get you some extra money. That's just also a very good way to make your money back. I want to focus entirely on headshots. But if you can get them early on, and yeah, you know, extra money. So let's get some more torch wraps. And of course, as you progress, the better you'll get with all your traps and that. Now, weapons have two modes they can use, which I'll showcase the crossbows one now. So if I right click, oh, I can't shoot it about it. If I right click and hit an enemy, it will stun them. Good for some big guys. The sword has a basic swing, but it also has a pushback attack, so you can do that, keep them off of traps. Quite a good mini weapon as well if you just want to sort of, you know, go around swinging. But I won't worry too much about that.
Good times, good times.
Bang, bang. But the sword's okay. I'll probably remove the sword later on because, you know, it's decent enough. But you can see I've already taken health damage.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Which is obviously not a great thing.
A treat for you. Right there, that's the spot.
There you go, get that. So everyone on Final Wave already. This first mission is going to be quite short. And every episode is going to be a mission like Sonic Adventure 2. So if you guys are a fan of that, well, Sonic Adventure 2 became 3 missions per stage. But there were stages later on, there's levels in this game later on that are 20 waves long. So, you know, every episode is going to be different times. I think the final stage, for example, is 20 waves.
Good times.
And it's quite difficult. Now, I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to be on normal mode for the entire game. Maybe the later levels I'll be on easy mode, for example, because waves don't change, but the enemy spawning do. Like on easy mode does way less enemies and you get way more money per kill. But on hard mode, this stage you have an enemy from a later stage that's completed on a tank. When I say a tank, I mean like when I tried this on Fane, the hardest difficulty, the big guy, the enemy has spawned. He was the reason the enemies got it whiffed because I was too focused on him. Because this game wants you to play on easy and normal, then the toughest difficulty, but you know, that's about that. But to complete the stage, well, you can look at your scoreboard, it will compare your friends. I don't have any other friends that are comparing. Like, I'm the only person here. You can go to all time, but let's be real. Like, over a billion points, either they're hacking or they were on the hardest difficulty and did a lot of stuff. But like, this person's not even halfway to that. So I'm assuming this guy's sort of just doing some shenanigans. But not about that. I'm not going to compare scores. It's fun too, but only with your friends. In here you can buy your upgrades. Here is skull count. And this is how much you got to pay, which some of these traps have the full upgrades. Enough about that. I'm going to go to the campaign menu. I'm going to end recording there. Next time we are going to go to the fork. So I will see you guys then.